this, to this.
I want all this money. Don't want to take the same step where I take last year. We don't work for me.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm the Awkward Nerd, and you're tuned into that show where anything can happen, talking about views and vibes from the world of celebrity directly to you. It's quite simple, really. If you want it, we definitely got it. From music, movies, fashion, lifestyle, gossip, and so much more. Coming up, Thrilling Trends. Okay, so today we'll be talking about 10 of Nigerian TV's most memorable characters of the 80s and 90s, or arguably of all time. The fact is, the 90s served up a buffet of Nigerian characters that we can't get enough of. And the thing is, decades later, these characters have continued to evolve and remain iconic in Nigerian pop culture. So we decided to do something on this. So want to know the top 10 Nigerian TV characters of the 80s and 90s, or arguably of all time? Stick around to find out.
Sweet mother, I never forget you.
Alright, at number 1 we have Papa Ajasco of Papa Ajasco and Company. Now, Papa Ajasco is a promiscuous, bald-headed man who always acts funny and has this propensity to hit his head when amazed at any event. Now, his silly demeanor and the way he likes to say "Ojigbijigbi" when something surprising happens made him an instant hit with Nigerian audiences across the world. So check it out.
Drink it. Have you lost your senses? Drink it. Oh, jiggy.
At number 2, we have Anne Hathaway from the hit series Checkmate. Now, this 90s hit TV show, Checkmate, gave us Anne Hathaway, a young woman who came back to Nigeria, determined to help revive her family business, Hathaway Investments. Now, to achieve this, she would have to contend with longtime rivals like the immoral Segun Kadiri, who had always bared a long-time grudge against her family. Now, in this series, Anne Hathaway was pretty, smart, and bold about everything she wanted. You could say she was my kind of woman.
So my father said you should run the company.
Yes, he trusts me.
But I don't trust you, Uncle. I want you to submit your letter of resignation to me today at 5 o'clock. After which you should clear out your desk and surrender all official documents and property to my secretary.
Alright, at number 3 we have Segun Kadiri, Checkmate. The tale of Anne and Segun, for those who don't know, is one that has been passed on from generation to generation, creating an intense fan base that has cut across the young and the old. Now, for several episodes, viewers were able to watch as the relationship between Anne and Segun turned from one hero-villain rivals to becoming a hot romantic couple that reverberated across the corridors of time. We're still talking about it till today. Alright, in case you're wondering, what am I talking about? Who is Anne and Segun? I forgive you. You're obviously one of the noodles generation. So, check it out.
If we are free to pursue our relationship under God.
But there's something you're forgetting.
What?
My dodo is
Okay, at number 4, we have Okonkwo from Things Fall Apart. Now, anytime I hear someone is burying Okonkwo, I immediately have this respect for the person, and that's because I was able to read the book and also watch the movie, which was portrayed by Pete Edochie. Now, in Things Fall Apart, Okonkwo is a brave and rash Umuofian warrior and fearless clan leader. He was the son of a poor and lazy man, and because of that, Okonkwo did everything in his power to make sure he did not become like the man. Instead, he just wanted to become the opposite. Now, as a result of this, his life was plagued with the fear of failure, weakness, and his ultimate fear was not becoming like his father. The TV series was portrayed by Pete Edochie, and decades later, despite the fact that he has featured in so many Nigerian movies, he is still remembered for that singular role.
The flute, always the flute while the fab dies. Why was my father born so careless, so irresponsible, and without an ambition?
Okay, at number 5, we have Chief Fuji, Checkmate. Now, Chief Fuji was one of the most popular characters, most liked characters in this hit TV series, Checkmate. Now, Chief Fuji was polygamous in nature. He had a lot of wives and children, and he was unable to provide for them. As a result of this, he did everything in his power to try and dodge the responsibility, which always created a comic reaction that was, very likable by audiences. He was also an old friend of the Hatrops. Now, because Chief Fuji was so popular in this series, it earned him a spin-off series which led to, wait for it, the evergreen Fuji House of Commotion.
Fuji House of Commotion, catering practical solutions. Fuji House of Commotion.
Now, how many of you knew this? Chief Fuji started from Checkmate and he went on to Fuji House of Commotion, which is what I'm sure a lot of you know. So that's it. Check it out.
The people never see better person kill.
Okay, so we've gone from 1 to 5. Let's do a quick recap of what we've done so far. At number 1, we have Papa Ajasko of Papa Ajasko and Company. At number 2, we have Anne Hathorpe from the series Checkmate. At number 3, we have Segun Kadiri from Checkmate. At number 4, we have Okonkwo from Things Fall Apart. And number 5, we have Chief Fuji from Checkmate. We're going to be going a bit further in time, so sit back and relax and wait for it. At number 6, what we have is Chief Zebudiah from New Masquerade. Now, on this sitcom, which tries to portray the struggles of the common man, Chief Zebudiah was a World War II veteran who had been able to, or privileged to travel to various foreign countries, often referred to as 430 and regarded as someone that is somewhat enlightened. He could be a somewhat overbearing husband. On the show, Zebudiah uses a mixture of Queen's English, Pidgin English, and Igbo language to communicate, and alongside his wife, daughter, 2 houseboys, Clarice and Gringodi, Zebudiah was able to elicit a lot of laughter from Nigerian audiences, which made him a memorable character that has been passed from one generation to the next.
Happy birthday, I school for spend many of money.
Hey, Daddy, you're just looking for excuses why you didn't buy me cards.
No, it have to. Are you hear me? The three both of you here. How many times have you purchased me a card for my birthday? Well, I am not getting birthday. A woman not born me.
And at number 7, we have Beatrice from Cockcrow at Dawn. Now, Sadiq Baba, who portrayed the role of Beatrice, is someone who is faced with a dilemma. And what is that dilemma? The fact is, no one remembers him as Sadiq Dada. They all remember Beatrice. And who can blame them? I remember Fridays decades ago when by 6 p.m. the show would start and everyone would rush to watch the Cockcrow at Dawn. And Beatrice would be on hand to make everybody laugh. All right, at number 8, we have Madame the Madam from Bassi and Company. Now, Madame the Madam, as she was occasionally referred to, was a woman who was fond of flaunting her wealth. Now, not only did she flaunt her wealth, she was also as greedy as her tenant, the titular Bassi, who always dreamt of becoming a millionaire by tricking wealthy people. Quite funny. Now, as Madame the Madam relentlessly pursues Bassi for her rent, she often falls victim of his tricks. And beyond that, Madame the Madam was also popular for the catchphrase, "It's a matter of cash," her response to any proposal. And in case you're wondering what makes this show so special, you might want to check it out.
Stand up, you bungling bum of a barkeeper.
Get out! You mean wretched landlady of a crumbling house?
Okay, at number 9, we have Bisi from I Need to Know. Now, before she became the funny and popular Jennifer, Funke Akindele was Bisi, a schoolgirl in this family-oriented television series, I Need to Know, which aired on NTA in the 90s. All right, now one thing about Funke Akindele in this was her ability to be curious and sweet in every episode at any given time, and that cannot so easily be forgotten. Okay, so number 10 of the top 10 Nigerian TV's most memorable characters of the 80s and 90s, or arguably of all time, we have Jaguar in the hit series Jaguar. Now, the titular character in the series Jaguar was a mischievous and elderly old man who was in the habit of always causing trouble, but he was mostly famous for his hit catchphrase, which goes like this: "My beleo, my head, you." Remember that? Anyway, that takes me back. You might want to check it out to find out what I'm talking about. Okay, so there you have it, the top 10 Nigerian TV's most memorable characters of the 80s and 90s, or arguably of all time. That is a long title, I know. Anyway, which characters are your favorites? Do you agree with this list? Hit us up on all the social media handles showing on your screen and let us know what you think. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. If you're just joining us, you haven't missed much. You've missed a little bit, but you haven't missed much. I'm still the captain of the ship. My name is the Awkward Nerd. And you tune into that show that just gets your juices flowing, talking about none other than Fuse and Vibes. And right about now, it's time to sparkle. You see, beyond just telling you about everything that happens from the world of celebrity, we're all about letting you be the best that you can be, not just out there at work, but also in fashion, so that when you step up into place, you light up the whole room. So it's just like, you know, it's just you that waka come. You get what I'm saying? Okay, anyways, Ray, today we'll be talking about 7 dressing tips which you can use to hide your belly fat. Now, one thing you should know is that many women battle with the perception of them. What is my shape like? I'm not as firm as I used to be. My belly fat, my stomach is really big. I don't know how to dress. Whenever I dress, I look funny, like I look shapeless. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can always find something to wear that will accentuate your curves, your positives, and play down the parts that you're not so proud of. It's quite easy, really, and that's why we're here. Are you ready for this? 7 dressing tips that you can use to hide your belly fat. Let's go.
What is this magic?
Wear loose fitted tops. Avoid wearing tight or clingy garments over your belly and choose tops with ruching or drape. If you want to look stylish and highlight your strengths, it is best not to wear tight tops. They will accentuate every fat bubble you have and draw attention away from you and your fabulous clothes, and you don't want that, do you?
Disgusting, you be stinking. You got a bad guy singing. Baby, do me jelly. I beg you, do me
Opt for dark colors and vertical patterns. Go for dark colors, flowy fabrics, and vertical patterns. This is a fail-proof method that generally doesn't go wrong. Horizontal patterns give it a broad look, thus vertical patterns for obvious reasons.
Thomas, give me everything plus Jara. Say she want to kiss me gradually. You should give me all like a baby, do me
Stay away from belts. I cannot stress this enough. Stay away from belts. They are the enemy. Don't emphasize your tummy by adding accessories like belts. This will draw unnecessary attention to your stomach. However, higher belts can be effective for some women by drawing attention upwards. This can work especially if the top has a print or an asymmetrical detail. It will give you more shaping while still hiding that atrocious belly.
Car talk be like you dey practice. You be too set, you be ruthless. I dey triple, nah you be too fresh. All the moves you dey bust, na chana. Na wahala you dey cause, na yawa. Disgusting, you be stink.
Layer it up. Layering is another technique that magically hides belly fat, shifting the focus anywhere but your tummy. Layers that are unbuttoned gives it a significant effect, making you look taller, and I'm pretty sure you want that.
I beg you do me Baby, let me be your customer. Give me everything.
Choose dresses that don't cling. Make sure that your dresses don't cling around the tummy area. Dresses with a draping element around the tummy area often work. Asymmetrical dresses work well too, as they draw attention from the belly and create a vertical line.
Completely, mommy, you be too bad though. I be know they see when I they look hard though. Then you crept up on me, you came through back. As a sharp guy.
Invest in peplum tops and dresses. Peplum tops or dresses cinch at the narrow part of your upper waist and lift up as they train down to the belly button. This helps to show off your curves and hide your belly fat.
You be ruthless, I dey triple, now you be too fresh. All the moves you dey bust, na chana. Na wahala you dey cause, na yawa.
Go high-waisted. High-waist pants, jeans and skirts are also perfect to hide belly fat, and they bring out your curve.
I beg you do me jelly. Baby, do me jelly. I beg you do me jelly.
So that's it on Sparkles. I hope you learned that just because you don't feel proud of certain parts of your body doesn't mean you can't still style yourself fabulous and be the center of attention anywhere you go. That's why we're here, so don't forget to thank us later. All right, we still have more in store for you, so stick around for more on Fuse and Vibes. Okay, welcome back. If you're just joining us, you have missed quite a bit, but you can still enjoy the rest of the show. It's time for Movie Flicks, and before I forget, my name is The Awkward Nerd. On that show that gets your juices flowing, talking about none other than Fuse and Vibes, where we give you the lowdown in terms of shows, lifestyle, festivals, and so much more. The basic thing is, if you want it, we definitely got it. Today, we'll be looking at 10 of the highest grossing Nigerian movies in 2018. Are you ready for this? Now, there were a lot of movies out there last year, 2018, from Chief Daddy to Up North, King of Boys. It was quite epic at the cinemas. I'm pretty sure you want to know which was the highest grossing movie of 2018 and which was the least grossing. So don't go anywhere, you're in the right place. This promises to be interesting. So, top 10 highest grossing movies of 2018. Let's check it out. At number 10, Crazy People, 16 million naira.
Officer, I am here to report a crime.
You go to the club this Friday. Which club?
And if I hear that you call the police,
That's the guy I am actually looking for. Let me tell you something.
Crazy People.
At number 9, Lara and the Beat, 31 million naira.
Plus, I also produce with Big T over here.
Was it that bad?
I really hope that your album blows because poverty is not interesting at all.
Your parents believed in something different, and I wanted to be a part of that. God has a plan for all of us.
At number 8, 7.5 Dates, 33 million naira.
Mr. where are you? I'm at the office.
What? Office?
Yes.
Bisola, what are you doing in the office?
Mom, I don't understand.
What's today's date? Is today not Sunday?
So tell me, are you a virgin?
Really wanna spend my money, baby, come from.
So, you're fine, oh. It's just like the picture I used to see. It's just that these pimples is not there. I think people used to use filter. That's why.
No.
I was asking if that's the latest edition.
I beg your pardon.
At number 7, new money, 41 million naira.
Didn't I tell you not to come here again? Get out. Get out now!
Throw this all away. You have been working with them behind my back to take this company from me.
I've been content to play CEO on TV and have refused to put in the work to move this company forward.
Why have you been avoiding her? And it's not me you just spoke to like that.
How did he find out about me? I could have had 11 years with him, not one day.
You took that from me. I thought you would choose him.
You should have trusted me.
At number 6, the vendor, 44 million naira.
Hey! And what is it now? Do you have to do money?
I'm looking for a job, sir. You need what? Job.
You can drive a car.
I can drive anything.
You can drive my car.
I can drive trailer. What about Ronkota? It's not a Ronkota.
Hello, yeah, you both stop this rubbish. What is this? This is my new driver.
Eh? Something is under his clothes.
Papa? What are you doing here? Get out of my house.
You say what?
Get out, vendor!
Number 5, the Royal Hibiscus Hotel, 58 million naira.
Yeah, pill and dice. I'm the boss in this kitchen.
I quit.
My dear.
Hello? If she knows that you are dying or hears that you are dying, she will jump into the plane immediately and she will come today. Come tell her you are dying.
Who is dying?
You now.
Oh, Lord, my dear. I won't die.
We can be done with the business we came here for. Martin.
What's he talking about?
Hey, that's what you really wanted. Esther, let's go now.
At number 4, Moms at War, 65 million naira.
Hello, Ebube.
Was there something you wanted to discuss?
Yes, our children attend the same school and we live in the same compound. Going in 2 different cars makes no sense.
But you hate her. I don't hate her.
You just think that she's a village girl that has made money but doesn't deserve to live in the same estate as you.
The What Scholars program is expecting one of your children. Which one is going?
Sounds of victory in the air.
He got the highest score on the test, same as Amara.
Well, she deserves it more than him.
Well, I'm sure Mrs. Campson can come up with another summer program that is more suited to...
No, she's so. If you wanted your daughter to go for the program, she should have done better than my son. What are you doing,
Ebube, what are you doing?
It's only a crazy parent like you that would try to sabotage a child.
I did what any concerned parent would do.
Oh, so you're teaching me how to parent now, right?
Apparently.
My son is taking that test. So what that?
Yo, back with the son of...
Number 3, The Ghost and the Tout, 77 million naira.
My name is Mike. I'm a ghost.
My name is Isla. I'm a tout.
Yay!
It's a holy ground, because ground only.
I got you out to fight you. Hey, what's up right now?
How much? 2,000. Can I pay 12 times? As in 89.
You can't tell me.
Yeah. Now they think I'm mad. They want to take me to Yaba. I am not mad. I am just trying to help somebody.
At number 2, The King of Boys, grossed over 104 million naira.
Mama, we need to see you. I need to do it.
I'm Laburu. God's worst punishment in a person.
And number 1, we have Merry Men with 228 million naira.
Access denied?
Can we get down?
Merry Men, the real Yoruba demons.
Did that surprise you? Who would have guessed that Merry Men would be the highest grossing Nigerian movie of 2018? It is insane. And I gotta tell you, man, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for the future in terms of not just Nigerian music, but also Nigerian movies. Things are happening quickly. And I can't wait to find out what they have in store for us this year, 2019.
We making money this year. No matter what them do, this be better this year. This year, this year, this year.
Okay, unfortunately, that's all we can take on today's show, but don't forget, the party doesn't have to end here. You can follow us on all the social media handles showing on your screen. Hit us up and we'll be sure to hit you right back. My name is The Awkward Nerd. So until next time, take care, God bless, and bye-bye.